Welcome back to Yogaxpress, your virtual stretch clinic that helps you move the body to still the mind. My name is Banu Suresh. I'm your host for this program. And today we are going to start our introductions from my extreme right. We have Ron Thomas. Ron is a producer here at Manhattan Neighborhood Network, and you have a show, Ron, called Big Talk.
Big Talk, yes.
Is every Thursday, 1 to 2 p.m., correct? And what channel is it, Ron?
56. If you turn the channel now, you can see me.
That's right, 1 to 2. No, it's not tuna.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, that's right, it is. Look at me, I'm somewhere else. Yes, if you turn your channel on now, Ron is there. Ron is in two places at the same time. That's what confused me, right? That you're in two places at the same time, right? Now, our shows here are taped in Manhattan Neighborhood Network in the studios of MNN. And we air 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, on Time Warner 57, RCN 84, and Fios 35 at 1:30 in the afternoon, Eastern Time, that's New York time. We have an amazing support system for you. Besides this yoga health program, we also have a website, www.yogaxpress.com, and a blog that's woven through the website. You also have, if you come and stretch here with us, and only if you come stretch with us, you will get a copy of Yoga Secrets, my third title, which has 2 + 8 ailment-specific cards inside. So if you feel like you want to work the upper body today, you want to do chest openers, you can pick up the asthma card. You want to do knee benders, you can pick up the arthritis card. So basically what these cards do, they use a very simple sequence called 48+, which has 48 ailment-specific stretches that address 8 common ailments in under 20 minutes a day. We target 32 major muscle groups, glands, and organs in the body in 20 minutes. So do we have 20 minutes in a day for our good health?
Yes.
Yeah.
We do. So that's what we do. Right here in the studios, we workshop these postures, but once you know how to get in and out of the postures safely, you know that you will feel wonderful at the end of the 20-minute stretch that you spare yourself. Sarah Torres to my right. Sarah, anything else you'd like to add? I also want you to remind us about what those tattoos are.
Oh, this is my daughter's name.
Naomi.
Naomi. It's a little art around it. I have my son's name over here. It's a little boy. But, and we're on the Naomi.
Right.
And this is my son's name.
What's his name?
Anais.
Anais.
Yeah, I'm
and
going to get something on there.
One as well, right?
I don't know. Yeah, Noelle, she's going to go here or
right
here somewhere. My mom is up here.
Right.
Yeah, it's attached to the butterfly in the back.
This is a little tattoo session, right? Nice.
It's his name, so I don't have too much art. Also, because I didn't know if color would look good on my complexion, so I don't want to get too jazzy and then it just doesn't look right. So I wanted to keep it simple, and I wanted to have something that meant something to me, something that had a significance in my life.
And all the people that you love are always close to you this way.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, and they always think about me, and I believe that they're wishing the best for me. So
I'm sure they are.
I just, it's my way of having them near me. I want to get my siblings around like my ankle.
Right.
Yeah, they'll be shocked. They'll be like, "What? You got my name on your body?"
No, that's a good way of remembering everyone. We all have our different ways. In the sun salutation, for example, when we do the sun salutation sequence, people always ask me, how do we time ourselves and how do we focus inward? Because there are 12 aspects to the sun salutation, they're called 12 Vayu fields, Vayu or ether fields. I think of one person for every posture. So it starts with my mother. So when you talk about the different people, your siblings at your ankles, and then you've got your little kids
right
at
here.
your arms. all the people that you love are close to you. When I do the sun salutation, I think of the 12 people. The only problem with that, though, I start with my mother, and then my father, and then my son, and then my husband. And then my husband wants to know why he comes after my son. He said our son he arrived after I did, so how come I only appear fourth in your sun salutation? So now I don't tell people what order they are. But then, you have brothers, sisters, whatever. Mm-hmm. And that's something else that might help us to remember when we are doing a sun salutation right here in the studios. And for viewers at home or at work who are stretching with us, it's always a good idea to focus inward on somebody instead of just thinking of cornfields. What if you've never seen a cornfield? You think of the third eye somewhere here. What if you've never really seen those things? How can you visualize them? You want to think of somebody that you know and love, and that helps you focus inward. So you're sending out all those good vibes and the good wishes to them. So I'm glad you reminded me about that. So
I have a question though.
Sure.
So like all this time, most of the time I've been stretching, I've been thinking like focus. Focus. It's not too much of the babies or my mom. So